All right. Good evening, everybody. Tonight is Tuesday night, 8 p.m. So this must be Tuesday spot training. My name is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network. And we are here tonight for our Tuesday night spot training, as we're here every Tuesday night from 8 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. So let's jump right in. Tonight we have Alicia Brown. Thank you for joining us. We have Coretta Thames. Thank you for joining us. We have Terrell Davis. And we have Sean J., which is not really Sean J. It's really someone else, but his call sign is Sean J. All right. With that being said, how is everyone's week going so far? How was you all's 4th of July? That just passed. That's right. How's everybody's 4th?
It was okay.
Okay. Did y'all gain any weight?
Yes.
All right. So tonight, our subject is going to be follow-up, okay? The follow-up call. That is going to be our spot training is going to be on the follow-up call. Now,
this is my problem.
There is no script for the follow-up call, okay? And the reason why I say that because, when you all call your carriers, let me go and start sharing my screen. When you all call your carriers, you all go to your back office site. We're going to go to our back office site here. Okay. Now, does everyone have their has everyone gotten the straight dispatch helper? Has everyone gotten that? Yes.
TNJ Dispatching does, yes.
Okay. Does any of the rest of you have it yet?
Yes.
Okay. Sean says yes. All right, great. All right. If you don't have that, get it. Okay, because it's gonna, as you all are about to see, it's gonna make your life so much easier. Okay, I promise you, it's gonna make your life so much easier. Now, as you all know, as independent dispatchers, and even as some of you all who are freight brokers who are operating as dispatchers, because you can operate as a dispatcher, but you just can't use your broker credentials. You can't use your broker credentials when you are operating as a dispatcher, and it has to be a completely separate business. You have to have a separate tax ID number, EIN number. You have to have a separate business name. It cannot be any business name that looks or resembles your current broker's business name, so make them two separate complete businesses and two separate complete business names. Okay? You must have both businesses must be LLCs or incorporated, or, you have to be registered with your state's Board of Corporations. Okay? So, for those of you that ask the question, can you be a broker and a dispatcher at the same time? Yes, you just can't operate them in the same arena at the same time. That's the only thing. You can operate them separately, but they've got to be completely separate. You cannot you cannot use your MC number or your DOT number when you are dispatching. Okay, unless you go out and get you a new MC number or DOT number for your dispatch firm, which you can do that if you want to. Okay, but there's no need to. All right. So as you all know, what we have you all to do when you're coming to our platform, the first thing you all got to do is you got to call up the carriers and you got to hit them with the pitch. Now, as you all know, our regular pitch is this right here. How much money do you need to move your truck? This is our regular pitch. Okay? How many of you know the pitch?
I keep getting puzzled, man. I've been trying it though.
Okay. All right. Here, let's go over the pitch real quick. Okay. Now this is the written script version, and this is just kind of a guideline for you all to go by and read it, but kind of make it your own. Okay. I don't usually follow the written script version word for word, but it's there as an outline to give you the gist of what the pitch is supposed to be. Okay. It's there to give you a framework so that you will know how to make your pitch and how to come up with how to overcome the objections that come along with when you pitch the pitch to a carrier or an owner operator who's not really filling a dispatch service. Okay, so in the original pitch, this is based on how it goes. The phone rings, ring, 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 ring. Carrier picks up. Hello. You come on and you're gonna say, "Hey, Mr. Carrier, how you doing?" You're gonna use his name, of course. "Hey, John, how you doing? My name is Calvin Butler, and I'm with the National Network of Dispatchers, or the National Dispatchers Network. And we are the largest network of independent dispatchers and freight brokers in the country. More than 2,700, actually we're more than 3,000, but some of those are freight forwarders, so I don't say more than 3,000. More than 2,700 dispatchers and freight brokers all working together to find owner-operators like you high-dollar freight." Let me ask you a question. How much money do you need to move your truck? Now, you all see how that kind of closely resembles what we just said right here? We have more than 200 dispatchers. That's got to change. I'm going to change that because we do have more than 2,000. This was written back when I first started doing the dispatch. Okay, so we've grown considerably since 2017. So this was written back in late 2017 when we had just converted over to a dispatch firm and we had about 200 members. Okay, and now we're over 3,000 members. So we've grown a lot in that year and a half. Well, it basically just a year, because I think this was written back in November of 2017. You know, right at the 11th month. So basically, we've only been doing this script for about a year, basically. So we've grown that much in that year. Okay, so but that's the gist of the original script. Now, when you ask that question, how much money do you need to move your truck? Okay, just kind of let that sit there with them. Don't jump back in. Wait till they answer. Okay. Now, what are some of the common responses that you're hearing?
My wife does my dispatching, or I do my own.
All right. So at that point, when you say, how much money do you need to move your truck, they're coming back with, well, you know, my wife does my dispatching or I do my own, right?
Yes.
Okay. So your response then is comes on to the second part of the pitch, which is this is the second part of the pitch. I understand. Like I understand. Look, I'm not trying to replace your wife, okay, or your current dispatcher. But like I said, I'm with the National Network of Independent Dispatchers, okay, and we understand that not all carriers can move the loads for the same amount of money. Why? Because you have expenses that no one else may have. Now, with that being said, if you tell me or one of our dispatchers that you need loads that's paying $2.75 per mile for loads that are going more than 500 miles, that's all we're going to look for. If you tell me you need loads that goes under 500 miles and you need $3.25 a mile minimum, guess what? I'm not going to look for loads that's paying $2.90. I'm going to look for loads that's paying $3.25 per mile or better. If you tell me you don't like going up in the mountains, I'm not going to look for loads that sees you up in New Hampshire and New York and up in the Virginia mountains. I'm going to keep you on the bottom half of the United States: Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, Wyoming, you know, places like that, California. Okay, I'm going to keep you on level ground, on the bottom half of the United States. If you tell me you don't want to pull more than 33,000 pounds, ain't no need of me looking for loads that's weighing 35,000 pounds, because you ain't going to pull them. I'm going to look for loads that keeps you under 33,000 pounds. So you know, when you see my number on your caller ID, I got the kind of loads you want, going to the places you want to go, and paying the kind of money you want to get paid. Now, I know you said your wife finds you loads, but let me ask you a question. And I'm not trying to replace your wife. God knows I'm not. But let me ask you a question. If your wife is looking for your loads one day and she's coming up with loads that's paying $1.75, $1.85, $1.90, she may be coming up with loads that's paying $2.10. And then we call you up and we got loads that's paying $3.25, $3.45, $2.75, and $3.50. Which loads you gonna run that day?
The highest.
Exactly. So, like I said, I'm not trying to replace your wife. And our contract is not a binding long-term contract. It is a contract to where we call you up on a daily basis, just like anybody else would. And we just want to give you another option. We want to put another bullet in your gun in the war against low-paying freight, cheap freight. Okay, that's all. That's all we're trying to do. We're trying to give you more options. So if we call you up one day and we tell you we got loads that's paying $325, $375, and $385, and if your wife has found you loads that's paying $4, then obviously run the load that your wife has found for you. But if our load is higher, obviously you want to run the highest paying freight you can get each day, right?
Right.
Right. Where can I send your dispatch agreement to? Go for the close. You just got him nodding. Right. Right. He's on your side now. Where can I send your dispatch agreement to? What's your email address? So I can send the dispatch agreement over to you so it can start making you some real money. Now, that is when you get them to sign your dispatch agreement. Well, you got them to agree to take your dispatch agreement. Now, if you make 10 phone calls with that right there, okay, and if you're good with your pitch, you're going to get about 7 out of 10 who's going to say, okay, yeah, shoot me a dispatch agreement. I'll give you a shot, right? But
True.
only about 2 of those are actually going to return that dispatch agreement out of that 7. Okay? So what do you do with the other 5? How long do you wait to follow up and to call them back? And more importantly, what do you say to them when you do call them up? All right? That follow-up pitch is not written down because that follow-up pitch is all attitude. That's all it is. It is attitude. Attitude on steroids. You are calling them back to do what? Create a sense of urgency. Make them feel like they are missing out on something. So when you call them back on that follow-up call, and mind you, I call them back the next day. I don't give them 2-3 days, okay? Because if you give them 2-3 days, that's basically it's telling them what? That it ain't that important, right? But if you call them back the very next day, exactly. So if you call them back the very next day and you ask them, hey, where's that dispatch agreement? Or better yet, you call them back that night. So I thought you were going to send me the dispatch agreement. Now, when I first go on the follow, now who wants to be the owner-operator?
Me.
All right, you're the owner-operator. All right. So, and who am I speaking with?
Coretta.
Coretta. All right. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Coretta.
Hey.
Hey. You know who this is? Somebody's got a lot of. Hold on. Somebody's doing a lot of rambling and whatever. It's causing a lot of background noise. Okay. All right. Coretta, you know who this is?
Sound like Kevin, the one that gave me sent me over the agreement the other day.
Okay, so where's my agreement?
I'm kind of still thinking about it.
Coretta, let me ask you a question. You like money?
Of course.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Why you say that?
No, you don't. Because you can't. Because if you like money, you would have sent me back that dispatch agreement, and we'd be making you tons of money right now. So I need to understand something. Do you like money? Do you want your trucking business to be successful?
Yes.
All right. So why haven't you sent me back the dispatch agreement? I mean, what's there to think about?
I mean, right now I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. What now? Doing pretty good. I can do better. You don't believe me? You want to race?
Let me see what you got.
You want to see who can find loads faster and quicker?
Yeah, let me see what you got.
All right. Now, Coretta. Now, I told you the other day that if you tell me you need a load that's paying what? $275 or better, right? That's what you wanted, right? So, now at this point, this is what you're all going to do. You're going to already have this already loaded up, okay? You're going to have your load board already loaded up. Coretta, where you at right now?
In Georgia.
In Georgia.
Mhm.
Georgia, okay. And what type of truck you got? What type of?
Flatbed.
Hauling a flatbed. All right. Georgia, you're hauling flatbed. All right. Now what you're gonna do is now, Coretta, I want you to tell me about how long do you think it's gonna take you to find loads paying the kind of money you want. The kind of money you want was, let's just say $2.75, $2.75. Does that sound like good money? Per mile. All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your straight dispatch. You're gonna set your settings to $2.75. You're gonna click your color. We're gonna choose green. You're gonna highlight and you're gonna save it. All right. Now you say to Coretta, how fast do you think it normally takes you to find loads paying $2.75 or better when you're looking for them?
Normally when I go from low board to low board, sometimes it could take up to an hour or so. It depends.
All right. So let's do our search right now. I'm clicking my search button. Okay. Say for loads that's paying $2.75, I got one already. I've got one that's going from Augusta to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and this load is 362 miles and it's paying $1,050. Now,
okay, what I need to do to sign up? What I need to do?
All right. Now, y'all see, that's what I mean. Combined with this software, okay, what you need to do to sign up is get me my dispatch agreement along with my profile sheet filled out. That's what you need to sign up. You should have had it here like yesterday. Okay?
Oh,
so
well, you didn't explain that. You didn't explain that part. That's why I didn't think it was okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Give me my dispatch agreement so we can go ahead and start making you some money. All right?
Okay, deal.
Now that's your follow-up call. There is no script because it's just all attitude. That's all it is. It's attitude. You're creating a sense of urgency. You want them to feel like they are missing out on something. Because if I could have continued with that, and let's do let's search the second page, and let's see what we got. Oh, we got another load. We got another load here that's paying more than that. Well, that's the Augusta to again. That must be a run, because it keeps popping up. So that's here's another one. Now, if you look at that, the lighter now y'all see all these loads in that are in green.
Yes.
All these highlights in greens. What this software does is it highlights the loads that are paying that $2.75 or whatever you put in your settings. It's going to highlight them the color that you have selected. Now, the lighter shade of colors is the load that is paying right up close to that $2.75. Okay, like this one right here. That's a very light shade of green. This load is going 84 miles and it's paying $430. That's still good. That's still way above $2.75. Okay, that's over $3.50, almost $4. Well, that's about it's about that's well over $2.75. But it is getting you as close as you can get to the $2.75. Now you look at the darker shade of green. You got a darker shade of green right here. In the darker shade of green, it's actually paying more. Because the darker the shade is, the more the load is paying. Okay? Now this one is going just 45 miles and it's paying $260. Now a lot of y'all say, well, why would someone take a 45-mile run for only $260? Why? Because it's 45 miles. You can probably pick up, and that might be what's called a repeat load, where you just run it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So if you call them up on that, they may have multiple loads like that, multiple runs like that for that 45-mile run. So if that's the case, then you can run how many of them in a day? It's going to take you what? An hour to run the load, right? Right?
Probably about 4 or 5 a day.
Exactly. You can run at least 4 of them a day. At what? At what? At 260? Come on. And that's about $1,000 a day right there.
Yep.
I don't know no one operator that can't live with $1,000 a day only running 45 miles. you know, there, and then 45 miles back, you can run that and then deadhead back and pick up another load to keep, and it makes them $1,000 a day. Okay? All right, and then you get the darker shade of green. You see here? The darker it gets, the more it's paying. This one is going, there it is again. See that 45-mile run? I guarantee you that's probably the same run. Remember I told you how they run back and forth? 45 miles, paying what? $275. All right? And then you got the yellow. The yellow is always the highest paying load on that page. Okay? Yellow is always going to be the highest paying load on that page. 45 miles, $300. Now, I guarantee you all these are the same run. Some of them are just paying higher than the other, but they're all about the same. Between what? Between $260 and $300. So you can't run all three of them, like, because you probably just go back and just keep running back and forth. You probably run. That's probably like a run that I used to run, which was a bottled water run. But this is lumber, and this is going to be flatbed. You see what I'm saying? So now the load board that I'm on right now is Freight Direct Freight. That's one of my. I love this load board. Okay, because it gives you, you know, I just love this load board. But using that software, it allows you to find loads quickly, very fast, and you can get the loads you want at a very fast pace. And see, and there's another one just popped up, but that wasn't there when I was just flipping through. This one just popped up. This one is going 196 miles, $550, I think. I clicked the wrong thing there. Click the wrong thing. Let me see here. You got that. I clicked the map. Here we go. There it is right there. It's going 190 miles, paying $550. So, look, we've just located how many loads in under 3 minutes? How many loads did we just locate?
Hey, that was roughly about 6.
Exactly. Roughly six to 10 loads. Just like that. Y'all ever watch Golden Child? Where the guy won't say the J? Yes, like that. Okay?
Hey, Mr. Kevin.
Yep.
That question that she said is probably the main one that I hit, but usually I can get around that. The question that I keep getting is that when I say that I can find loads faster, they hit me with, so what can you find? So now, I mean, I think that's my dilemma, because when they say, what can you find? Then I go look for a load. I don't know if I'm being slow or whatever. Because then I'll sit there about 10, 20 minutes looking for a load for the person to show them what I can find.
Do you have this straight dispatch?
Yes, sir. So when I show them, okay, for instance, I'll be like, okay, all these loads are set at $2. I'm just going to say at $2. Then they be like, so what is going? What is doing? And then they just keep asking too many questions. I don't know what to do after that. Do I call into play with them? Or
no, what you got to do is you got to take control of the conversation. You don't have, remember, this is all attitude. Yep. It's all attitude. It's all attitude. When they start talking and getting off the game, I just interrupt and say, look. I understand what you're saying, but look, that dog don't hunt. That don't mean the hill of beans. I mean, you know, we're talking about money here. I understand what you're saying, but what's the bottom line? You want to make money, right? All right, bottom line is you want to make money. Bottom line, I can get you loads that are going to make you money. Take control of the conversation, okay? You know, don't worry about offending someone. So look, look, if they didn't want to talk to you, they hang up on you.
Yep.
True.
Plain and simple. I don't worry about offending people because, you know, I mean, if you that easily offended and you don't want to work with me, I wasn't going to get your business no way. Right? So you might as well just do what? Play your hand and go all in. You know what I'm saying? If you had the poker table,
cut them off? Would you just say, how would you cut them off?
What do you mean, how would I cut them off? Just like if I ask you, where's my dispatch agreement?
Right. Okay.
And give me an excuse. Go ahead. You don't operate. I just asked you, why haven't you sent my dispatch agreement?
Right. It makes sense.
Start giving me an excuse. Just start giving me an excuse.
I just want to know what you can find before.
Blah, 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 blah. Man, dial 1-800-WIN. Do you want to make money?
True.
All
yes.
Right. So forget all that. Let's make some money together, okay? You see how easy that was?
Man, I think I probably waste about 3 hours a day doing taking people, man.
It's all attitude, man. It's attitude. It's attitude. You got to call them back, and you got to be like you the greatest load finder in the world. You got to give them that kind of attitude. Exactly. And with this software, you shouldn't have any problem finding loads. I mean, what load board are you looking on?
I started your load board on direct freight. So right now I use direct freight. I use DAT. And I use Trucker's Path. All
right. So, what dollar amount were they looking for? $10 a mile?
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, for instance, this guy was asking to go to PA today. It was 17. But I said, I got to walk from PA for 17.
Hold on. Let's repeat what you did, because obviously, I mean, if you can't find loads, I mean, you got over 100 load boards. First of all, he told us, look, I've got access to 100 load boards, more than 100 load boards, and 90% of them are private load boards that you don't have access to. I got access. Do you have access to Warner loads? No, I ain't know you can run one. See, learn something new today, didn't you? Do you have access to Snyder loads? No, learn something new. Do you have access to JB Hutt loads? No. Well, I do. You see what I'm saying? And I got access to a whole lot more that you don't have access to. It's all in your attitude. Now, let's look at where was he trying to go?
He was looking for just for high paying freight.
Leaving out of what?
Georgia.
All right. Well, that's where we were, Georgia. All right. So if you're looking at Georgia, all right, and he's looking for high freight. Hold up here. He's looking for high freight, right?
True. Yes.
And what was it? A flatbed van?
Flatbed,
what?
You're right. Flatbed.
All right. So he's a flatbed, right? Now when you say high freight, see, that's that bait word. Yes, that's why you got to ask him. How much money do you need to move your truck? Don't just tell me high freight. Give me a number. Tell me how much. Tell me the least amount of money you'll take. That you have, tell me what you gotta have to make your truck money.
See, that's the question, Mr. Calvin. Everybody I've been asking that for the last 3 days, they just say the highest paying load that you can find.
Look, man, stop the bullshit. Okay, that's what I was telling. Stop the bullshit. All right, you know, and I know that you have a dollar amount that your truck has to make. Ain't no truck driver, because I used to be an owner operator. Ain't no owner operator gonna run their truck and not know what amount of money they gotta have to run every load, a minimum amount of money. So stop the bullshit and start, talking like you're talking to somebody who knows what they're doing. Okay, because you're trying to feed me a bunch of bullshit right now. You understand what I'm telling you? Now, these are truck drivers, so they're used to hearing talk like this. You understand what I'm telling you? You got to get on their level. You got to let them know that, look, my mama didn't screw me on stupid. Okay. My mama did not screw me on stupid, okay? Now, I done ran a truck before. I was on the operator. So I know that you got a number that you got to have. And this bullshit about just tell me what the highest freight you got, that's bullshit, okay?
Ask them what they didn't get.
Now, if you want to make some money, let's make some money. And if you want to just talk some bullshit, then, hey, just hang up on me right now. Because I can either make you money, or you can continue with this line of bullshit, and you can still be in the same shape you're in right now, missing out on some good-ass freight. Because what's happening right now, you're going to all the social media site, and you're talking about, oh, ain't nothing but cheap freight, ain't nothing but cheap freight, ain't nothing but cheap freight. You giving me, you're giving everybody this sob story. You might as well dial 1-800-WIN. Because that's all it is. You just whining. Now, if you want to stop the whining and you want to make some money, I can make you some money. So see, when you get people like that, you got to get real with them real quick. You understand? You got to get real with them real quick. And I don't care about offending them because they already done tried you with them. Just give me the highest dollar one. Well, the highest dollar one that I got is $12 a mile. You want it? Yeah. Sign my dispatch agreement. Well, where's it going? Sign my dispatch agreement, and I'll tell you where it's going. Since you want to play games, let's play games.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't want to be rude. I was thinking of customer.
It's business. It ain't rude. It's business.
Look, exactly. He's being rude. Because you don't think he's playing you with that? With just telling me the highest dollar one. Come on, that's just him being an asshole.
You're right. I felt like I was being played all day.
Exactly. Exactly. So you got to turn around on them and let them know. Say, look, this is what I do for a living. Now, if you want to make some money, I can make some money. But I'm not gonna sit here and just let you play me. Now, we can make money, or you can continue on with these games. Because I got plenty of carriers out there. I mean, I can go on right now, and I can pull up 10,000 carriers that I can call all day long, and I guarantee you somebody wants to make some money. Now, what you want to do? You want to make some money? Or you want to keep trying to hunt with this one-legged dog?
Yeah, I'm
that's all. Yeah, because that's all that is. With that, tell me what the highest dollar one you got. Come on, man. You trying to tree a screw? You trying to tree a coon with the dog that ain't got but one leg? You ain't gonna never eat that way. Not no coon meat. And dog ain't. I mean, come on, dog with one leg ain't gonna tree no coon. All right. So go ahead and take that bad boy to the vet and have him put to sleep. And let's make some money. Okay.
Try not to laugh.
Yeah, but look, that's the type of attitude you gotta have. Okay? I mean, you gotta take control of these people. Because right now you're letting them take control of you. I didn't get I did not get to the point to where we got 317 carriers that we dispatch for by being nice all the time or by being polite and politically correct. These are truck drivers you're dealing with. Truck drivers. Any of y'all ever used to drive a truck?
Oh yeah, actually I did. Yes.
All right. So what they be, how they talking them CBs.
Yes.
I mean, they get racial, they get sexist, they get downright vulgar. I mean, come on, man. And you worried about offending and getting rude with a truck driver?
I'm trying to get some business.
Ain't no such thing.
Have you got any yet doing that?
Actually, you know what? That's what I was finna say. Yes, I got a lot of people say they're gonna sign, but ain't nobody signed. So yes, you're right. And
you gotta learn to close them.
Yeah, you gotta call back with the attitude and close them. That's all it is. Call back with attitude and close them. Let them know that you the man or woman that can find them that $100 freight. And you demonstrate it to them by doing what we just did. Okay? Because if they're saying what's the highest paying load you can get, then you tell them, say, look here. You want to know what the highest paying load I can get that's coming out of Georgia? I can get you a load that's paying $20 per mile. Ah, bullshit. Same kind of bullshit you give me with that. What's your highest load, right? You don't think there's a $20 per mile load out there that's coming out of Georgia? Of course there is. Okay, but you ain't gonna get it by not sending me that dispatch agreement. That's for sure. You see how that works?
Yes.
Okay. So don't let these people take control of you. You take control of them. Okay? Because if they're telling you, because I guarantee you, if you go back and you tell them, hey, I got a load that's paying $6.27 per mile. They go, oh man, I don't move my truck for less than $9 a mile. They're always gonna come up with something because that's just a lot of bullshit. Okay, and he know good and doggone well he moves his truck for a lot less than $9 a mile, or $6.25 a mile, or $5 a mile, or even $4 a mile. There ain't a truck driver out there that would not take a $4.25 per mile load, or even a $3.75 per mile load. Okay. Why else would he be on load boards? If he got loads right there, why would he be on load boards? Okay.
I'm with you.
I mean, he wouldn't even be taking your call. He'd be like, oh, your dispatcher, oh, I don't need you. Click, hang up. If I was running loads all day long that was paying me, you know, y'all hear some of these lies that they be telling, you know, $7, $8, $9, $10 a mile. If I was running loads like that, why would I even talk to a dispatcher? They wouldn't even have a conversation with you. So if they're having a conversation with you, guess what? You keep selling. But at the same time, you got to make them real. Okay, you got to make them real. Because look, they've already agreed to have you send them the dispatch agreement, right?
Yeah, I got a call. I have 5 that I'm doing the call back tomorrow.
Exactly. So if they've already agreed to have you to send them the dispatch agreement, something you said touched the nerve with them, right?
Yes.
Because if it didn't, they would have just said, "Nah, man, I don't need you. Nah, I don't need this, man. Bye, don't call me no more." So the follow-up call is just reminding them, and you're assuring them even more of your ability to do what? Find them some good paying freight. Now, if you ever want to test this software, let's go ahead and see if we can find us a $6 a mile load. Everybody agrees that that's some high dollar freight. All right. Setting save. Let's do a search out of Georgia. Let's see if it gives us anything that's paying $6 a mile. Even though that's that's some seriously high freight. Let's see if we can find anything on this load board that's paying that kind of money, leaving out of Georgia. You gotta search them all. Now that's on the high side. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We've got some $6 a mile loads. There's one right there that's paying probably right at $6 a mile because it's in light green. That's going, there's no one, 45 miles, $275. That's right at close to $6 per mile. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you got this one down here. That 45-mile run again is paying $300, leaving out of Georgia. That tells you how high dollar that freight is. Okay, and those are probably multiple runs. So you mean to tell me the guy that's telling you, give you that line about, well, just tell me what the highest paying load is. He wouldn't take that. He wouldn't take those loads. They're running multiple loads on the 45 miles and paying $275 to $300.
I think I just been talking wrong these last 3 days, so I'm just be quiet.
Yeah, ain't no way in the world that same guy is not gonna say, well, I don't want that. Oh, come on, man. A flatbed that's running short runs like that and come on, and you can run about 4 or 5 of them a day. You don't want $1,000 a day? That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And this software allows you to do it quickly, you know, I mean, almost at lightning speed. And if you're not finding anything on this load board, just click and go to another one. You know? So let's see. And the load boards that this is compatible with right now, and if you want to know what the load boards that's compatible with, all you do is go over here, you hit your extensions, go down here where it says, you go over here to this little 3 dots there on Google Chrome, go down here where it says more tools, come over here, you go to extensions, you click the extension, and then it's going to pull up all your extensions. There's your extension right there. You hit your details, and when you hit the details, it tells you which load boards it is compatible with. Right now, this is compatible with 123 load board, that load board, directfreight.com, that's the one we're on, Truckers Path, and Straight Dispatch. Now, if you have a load board that you're using that is not compatible with, all you've got to do is go up here, you click on the icon, and you hit Request Load Board. And when you hit Request Load Board, it's going to pull up his email thing, and then all you got to do is just put in, copy and paste the load board's website address, and you send it to him. Okay, and then he'll work on getting that one compatible. So the more you all use this, and the more load boards you send into them, you're building a list of compatible load boards. See how this software is interactive and how it works for you?
Yeah. I seen firsthand today.
All right, there you go. Start using this software. Start making your follow-up calls. Use the attitude. Okay, you got to have the attitude. If you don't have the attitude, it's not going to work. Now, here's what the attitude does for you. On your follow-up calls, if you do them like we just said you do them, use the attitude, create a sense of urgency, make them feel like they're missing out on something. About 4 out of those 5. 4 out of the 5 follow-ups you do are going to send you that dispatch agreement. And that 5th one will probably send you to you at a later date after he done been out there and can't make no money. He's going to start thinking about what you told him. Okay? So that's how you get to that 7 out of 10. All right? They're not going to, all of them not going to sign up on that first call. About 2 of them out of the 10 people you call, 2 out of the 7 that said that, yeah, send me the dispatch agreement, 2 will probably return it. If you're getting more than 3 or 4, you're doing great. But on average, about 2 of them are going to return it. And the other 5, you got to make a follow-up call to. And make that follow-up call that next day, if not that same night. If you call them up early that morning and they ain't sending it in to you by 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, guess what? I'm calling them back. Send them a text or something. Hey, what's that dispatch agreement? And then if I ain't got it by the next morning, ring, 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 ring. Because it's urgent. You know, man, I'm looking at loads right now. And this is just from one load board. You know? What happens when you start jumping around to other load boards? Truckers pad, 1, 2, 3, that. You know, with this software. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Like Felicia said, you need a tough skin. Okay? You do need a tough skin because you're dealing with truckers. Okay? You are dealing with truckers. You're dealing with people who have one of the most dangerous jobs on the face of the planet. Okay? Hey, look, they're out away from home, 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 weeks at a time. You know, these guys are rough. These ladies are tough. That everybody can't do what they do, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So you gotta approach them on their level. You come at them with all the nice, the politically correct, they're gonna eat your lunch. They're gonna eat your lunch. So get tough with them. All right. Look. All right. Basically, that was our spot training. It was on, the follow-up and how to do your follow-up pitch and things like that. Anybody got any quick questions, real quick, before we close this out?
No, I just want to say thank you, man, because I thought I was being too aggressive, but it turns out I was just being too soft. So
oh yeah, you being way too soft. You being way too soft. Practice in the mirror. Record yourself. Get on your computer and record yourself. Making that kind of a hard that hard type of follow up.
I mean, in life, I always said I was too aggressive, so that's why I thought with this business, I need to slow down. And
look, I'm not saying be rude, because look, because look, even with the way that I talk, even with, add some relief in it. Okay, I know I got this, this black redneck thing going on. That's just my way of being able to get real with people without really offending them. You understand what I'm saying? When they hear me make those type of comments, they're thinking to myself, they're thinking to themselves, this guy really is a black redneck. And it kind of throws them off, but at the same time, it makes them feel like I'm being really, really real with them. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Okay, so find a way to, to be real with them, but at the same time, you can't be real with someone and worry about, because the sad truth is, truth really does hurt.
Yes.
That's why they always say truth hurts, because it really does hurt, okay? Because it touches the nerve. It touches something that everyone knows to be true. That's where that phrase came from. The truth hurts, because the truth hits home, okay? So just be real with them. Just let them know, say, hey, I can find you the freight, but we got to cut through this, unless you're trying to give me right now. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's going to close it out for tonight. Appreciate y'all joining us for this spot training. Don't forget, tomorrow night is Q&A. Q&A, Wednesdays, 8:48 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. We start right off at 8:01 p.m. with the questions, and we don't stop with the questions until 8:46 p.m., okay? So all Q&A on Wednesday nights, then that'll get us ready for our Six Figures Booking Freight from Home show on Saturday. Make sure you all, if you don't have the straight dispatch, get it. Make sure you get it. I mean, you got to have it. I mean, if you're going to be successful within our platform, get this straight dispatch, because it'll put you way ahead of everyone else. And right now, we are the only platform that is using this as a platform and as a network. Everyone else is, they're 5 steps behind. We're way ahead of them right now. So use it, okay? Use it. All right. I'll see y'all here on tomorrow night. For those of y'all who are tuning in for the Q&A, I appreciate y'all joining our network. We love y'all. We appreciate all of the work that you all are doing, and just keep spreading the word and talking about us and spreading the good positive vibes. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Thank you, Kevin.